Alrighty, apologies for the delay. We do finally have everyone here. I am Cody Kraz. I'm bringing you guys the Division C West playoffs here on my channel, twitch.tv/CodyKraz. Quick shout out before we go. Thanks for the follow, Fosmonaut and Rock Pasta. Appreciate you guys. Welcome to the team. And big shout out to Himibo. You've been an awesome supporter all season. Super appreciated, bud, whether or not you're watching. Good to have you here. These teams are ready to go, and I'm ready to go. So let's get this party started. This is Division C West. It's going to be a best of 3 in these playoffs. And Game 1 is going to be on Towers of Doom. We have Work Hard, Throw Hard. Ended up with map pick in the coin toss after Tickle Me Tassadar won the coin toss. Work Hard, Throw Hard banned Braxis. Then Tickle Me Tassadar banned Dragonshire. And now we're on Towers of Doom for Game 1. And again, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here. Thanks for being patient while the teams finally all got showed up here. Nikki Santoro with 1,000,000 emotes. Looks like we have just a bunch of random streamers. I'm not sure which team he's rooting for, but I'm glad to have you here. And Suedo Nathan talking to a robot smiley in the face. If you're still around, thanks for joining the chat. First pick here, or first ban, pardon me, by Tickle Me Tassadar is going to be Diablo. Diablo's recently somewhat recently, got reworked. Got a lot of his power taken out of just being the angry tank that blows everyone up and moved into a bit more of a tank type role. But he's still real strong. Kimeyu, 2-minute delay, but we did just start. Thank you for showing up. And we've got the Yarel ban from Work Hard, Throw Hard. Probably the best solo laner in the current meta. Got a lot of sustain. Recently was slightly nerfed, took away some of her mana sustain. But other than that, she's still just the big lane bully she was. Has that heal on abilities after 1 there. Stukov going to be the ban from Tickle Me Tassadar. Taking away the sustain/burst healing of the StarCraft healer there. And the final ban in the first phase here from Work Hard, Throw Hard is going to be the White Mane. White Mane has an outrageous ability to save targets using her Zeal and then dealing decent amounts of damage, and that damage translates directly into healing on the target she has the Zeal on. I think that's a solid ban to round out the first phase. We do still have a lot of meta heroes on the board, though. We've got Asmodan, Raynor, Genji, Tyrande, Phoenix. Lots of people still up, and there's a first pick Kerrigan. I've been hearing a lot about how busted she is, and she showed up early in a game last night, and she owned. And so, we'll see if she does equally well in this one. We've got a Nazebo in the first rotation from Work Hard, Throw Hard, and an ETC. ETC is going to do pretty well into that Kerrigan. He's got the CC on melee heroes. That tends to be pretty impactful. He's got that Mosh Pit at 10. Just really shuts down a fight. You got to be careful around that. And even Pre-10, Power Slide, and Face Melt. Pretty powerful abilities. Talking a little bit about the Nazebo. He is brutal in the late game and just kind of a lot of zone control before that. We'll see if this game, Towers of Doom does tend to go pretty long, so we might see a fully stacked Nazebo at 20 if he's rotating and getting his stacks. Tickle Me Tassadar rolling with the Jaina Joanna. Gonna have Joanna to rip people together, and then Jaina to burst them all with her Blizzard and Cone of Cold and Frostbolt combo. Should be sweet, and we'll see if she ends up going Ring for some kind of wombo combo with Kerrigan, or if she just goes with the Welly and sends that on the backline. Gets those brutal slows out. Third ban from Work Hard, Throw Hard is going to be the Rehgar, limiting the support pool of Tickle Me Tassadar, but there's still a lot of valuable supports up. Deckard, for one, is still on the table, but that's probably who Work Hard, Throw Hard is aiming for. Also have Tyrande, the reworked Brightwing. Just lots of options there. We'll see. Tickle Me Tassadar. They choose to choke away the Brightwing, the Deckard. So now we're looking at potentially a Brightwing pickup here from Work Hard, Throw Hard to polymorph Kerrigan as she comes in. You might see, I think Tyrande's probably the most meta healer left on the board. You also still have Uther, Kimeyu calling out the Nope Kerrigan ban. Yeah, and Tickle Me Tassadar was ready for it. Rip that first pick. there's a Rainer and a Kel'Thuzad, so we've got double mage mostly on the side of work hard, throw hard. We'll see how that works out. They're gonna have a sort of weak front line, but Nazeebo gets to be a little bulky as he goes, starts getting his stacks, and a lot of CC between the Nazeebo and the ETC and the Kel'Thuzad. So people could be getting blown up. It's just going to be a matter of execution. We'll see how Tickle Tassadar reacts to this in draft. They're looking for a support and then probably a solo laner if they're sticking meta. And there we go. Got the Alexstrasza, got the Dahaka. Alexstrasza. You know, there's not really a lot of single points to fight around, but sometimes there's a single altar. She'll get a lot of value there when she pops her Dragon Queen. Just basically force the side of work hard, throw hard to retreat. And Dahaka can do some double soaking top mid while the rest of his team is shoving bot. Bot is a very valuable lane on Towers of Doom. And the final pick there from work hard, throw hard, going to be the Malfurion. I kind of forgot about him, but he's also, you know, up there. He's not maybe the top meta support. He's quite good. He's got the root, so it's just all kinds of CC on the side of work hard, throw hard. If they're working together, they could be a force to be reckoned with here. And we'll let these teams load in. And just kind of peeking at the depth. Oh! EO Heroes. Hey, meant to say thank you for casting us the other night. Thanks for the good work. Oh my god. 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. EO Heroes, man. That's really cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. You know, give him smileys in the chat. Give him something like, oh, that's so cool, EO. Thank you so much. It's been fun watching you guys this season. That's Excel Esports. Go watch them. They're fun to watch. DivC East. Give them a plug here. That's super cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, looking at the draft, got sidetracked. Don't have a whole lot to say about that, other than I think Tickle Tassadar is the higher seed. They've got a slightly more meta draft. They've got control over the front line of a fight. They've got arguably one of the top meta heroes currently in Kerrigan, showing off that combo for us already is Bayonetta. Should be a fun one. Let's see how it goes. Man, I'm still smiling. Thank you so much, EO. That's awesome. And yeah, so over here on the left, we've got Tickle Tassadar in the blue. They've got Bicco on Alexstrasza, Old Pro on the Joanna, Bayonetta on the Kerrigan, Sheba on the Jaina, and up here on the top, we got Serenian on the Dahaka. And on the right on the red, we've got Work Hard, Throw Hard, Sugon D's on the Kel'Thuzad, Mike Check on the ETC, Ash Rain on the Malfurion, Dr. Hots on the Rainer. In the top lane here, we've got Delita on the Nazeebo. Here's your level 1 talents. As Tickle Tassadar is getting an early jump on clearing out this wave. They might even start rotating. Yeah, we've got Live and Let Live from the Alexstrasza there. Tissue Regeneration from Dahaka, Fury of the Swarm on Kerrigan, Laws of Hope, and the Winter's Reach on Jaina there. Not electing for the Globe talent there at 1 is the Jaina. I think that's a little interesting. Got Rejuvenation there on the Malfurion. Toad build coming through for Nazeebo. Rainer has gone with Ace in the hole. He'll be getting the slows from Kel'Thuzad and potentially from ETC there. ETC's gone Progrock. And Kel'Thuzad has gone Blighted Frost. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of the chains at 1 there. I think that's interesting. And Swader Nathan says, did they forget about Asmo? Maybe. I think Jaina, like, the side of Tickle Tassadar, it looks solid. I don't think they're missing an Asmodean. But I think Work Hard, Throw Hard might have been better served to have an Asmodean here in this comp. Though they would have a little less CC if they did so. They would just have more map control and more damage, especially in the early to mid game. But if they utilize their control, the control that the Nazeebo gives them, I think they'll be doing just fine here. And yeah, already I like the rotations here from Tickle Tassadar. We're peeking at the bottom lane now as we see a 2v3. But Tickle Tassadar has already picked up their Merc camp. They're shoving a little bit with these sappers. And bottom lane's the place on Towers of Doom. I alluded to it a little bit during draft before I got sidetracked. But if you control bottom lane, you have a firm hold on the map, because then you force rotations out from the other side. They usually are going to try to retake their tower to even up the shots from the towers, and then you have free reign to do boss, to take top and mid, just kind of whatever you want to do. Your Kerrigan coming out, Big combo lands on Ashrain, Mike Check, and Dr. Hotz. Dr. Hotz dropping super low, and ETC power slides aggressively forward. I'm not sure. Even with the 4v3, health bars are super low on the side of Work Hard, Throw Hard. I think that was a risky play there. He did make it out, though, has tap up, and he's going to be just fine. 4 has been reached on both sides. Alexstrasza taking that move speed there. 4. Jaina continuing down the Frostbolt path. A little extra wave clear there for Joanna. Behemoth armor from Rainier. I think that's a little interesting. I don't know if this map will be quite as brawly as you might want for you to get the most value out of that, but we'll see. And interesting, the armor talent there from Kel'Thuzad. First phase, 3 altars. We have Work Hard, Throw Hard getting the first channel, but also Dahaka gets his in the top left. Nazebo's coming to join the fray. We have Dahaka catching another wave, and we'll see if that ends up getting punished here. Have a 5v4 until Dahaka bros in. Chains landing from the Kel'Thuzad. Old Pro getting chunked down a little bit. Delita is trying to get the channel through, is not going to succeed. Dahaka still staying top. Kerrigan lands a combo onto Dr. Hotz and on a Delita. We have the Blizzard follow-up. Delita drops super low. Dahaka still not coming in. He trusts his team. We have the Dragon Queen popped. Dr. Hotz is dropped very low. He's working his best to get out. Old Pro standing in that healing circle. Oh, it doesn't connect. He stepped out of it. Joanna not getting those heals. Mike Check backing off. They're going to make it out. It looks like Tickle Tassadar has secured this. They'll have an early lead, 36-32. But this is a long match. You can't just run it down, kill the core like you can on most maps in Heroes of the Storm. So an early lead doesn't necessarily mean a lot. Bayonetta eating a combo there from the Kel'Thuzad. Gets Hashrain with a Kerrigan combo in return. A little bit of health traded there. Works out in the favor of Work Hard, Throw Hard. Bayonetta going to back off. Dahaka grabbing the Sappers in the top there. Going to push into that Nazebo with them. Kimeyu says, don't like nerfing Nazebo as a solo laner, to be honest. Misses stacks that could be gotten by bouncing between lanes in the foregroup. And yeah, I definitely agree with that. But looking at the options on the team, pretty much the other option there might have been the ETC as a solo laner, like, or maybe Rainier. I don't like any of those. Kel'Thuzad gets dropped super low there, and he ends up getting blown away. I didn't call first blood, but all 3 kills this game have, now 4, have gone over to Tickle Tassadar. And they're showing their dominance. Jaina is continuing down the Frostbolt build. Alexstrasza sticking with the Q build. Dahaka's got Tissue Regen, Hero Stalker, and Feeding Frenzy. Getting more tongues out. I like it. And yeah, level and a half lead for Tickle Tassadar. They've got this front wall already broken down. And they'll have the upper hand here in this 2 altar phase in the top. 7s are reached though by Work Hard, Throw Hard, and I think that means that we'll probably end up seeing the 2 teams just split these altars. Have patience, play the long game. No need to try to capture both at once. It's not worth dying over for sure. Looks like we got Kel'Thuzad pulling through on a channel there. Old Pro is stepping forward. Is able to dodge root, pops Iron Skin, but the blind comes up short, and Kel'Thuzad gets a channel. Now Dahaka's caught in deep. He gets face smelted. Kel'Thuzad lands a combo on him. He's popped his tissue regeneration there, and he's going to be just fine. Though he had to lose his essence. Jaina channels it, and now we have 32-28 on the side of Tickle Tassadar. Tickle Tassadar only about 3/4 of a level away from 10. They're solidly in the lead in experience and slightly in structures. Rainier showing, split down at the bottom there, taking care of the Merc camp. Segatai says, Kerrigan winning 4v5s, woulda thunk it. Yeah, I mean, when you land that combo, it's dirty. We have a 4-man shoving in here on bottom. Tickle Tassadar is asserting their dominance, and they're about to be level 10. This could get real dangerous if you're in Work Hard, Throw Hard. Still a bit of a wave here. Kel'Thuzad missed his combo on that wave. 10s are here. There's Lifebinder. There's Blessed Shield. Ring of Frost. Kerrigan has gone Ultralisk. And Dahaka has Isolation. And more than a level still away from 10 are Work Hard, Throw Hard. They're going to posture here in defense of their fort. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this fall. Also, beware Dahaka can tunnel in at any time into that bush on the right. There's a Blessed Shield out. Bayonetta can drop low. The tower finishes her off. Ring of Frost. It does catch Rainier. We have a 1-for-1 trade so far. Old Pro is dropping low. Getting chunked. There's the combo onto him. He's in Alex Shaw's healing circle. It just barely comes through. Old Pro walking away with 500 health. Bicko getting bodied there by the ETC. Bicko falls, and looks like the side of Tickle Tassadar has given a 1-for-3 trade over. Oh, Tassadar, are you going to make it out, you buddy? Yes, he is. And that's just the fight you needed if your work hard, throw hard. Gets you right back in this. Now 10s on both sides. We have Monstrosity, Mosh Pit, the Shadow Fissure, Twilight Dream from the Malfurion, and Rainer still holding his ult. I expect the Banshee, but we might see Hyperion there. 2 altars now spawned, and we have Work Hard, Throw Hard, going to get that channel uncontested in the bottom. Tickle Tassadar is all up. They're going to step forward. There's the Banshee from Rainer. He is chunking away on this Joanna. We have heroes coming in from the bottom. Kel'Thuzad lands another combo. There's the Shadow Fissure onto Old Pro. Blessed Shield comes out in response, but Old Pro stuck in the zombie wall and just getting chunked down to a quarter health. Alex Shaza pops Dragon Queen, doing her best to keep her team alive. They do get the turn, and wow, 2 for 0 so far. Tickle Tassadar taking care of work there. Kerrigan stepping forward, jumping in between. She's got the combo, trying to finish off Dr. Hots. Kel'Thuzad got the combo there in return, though. Serenian dropped down. Oh my gosh, here's the Mosh Pit. Lifebinder out on the Kerrigan. Looks like it will be enough. Rainer falls in the chaos. Lifebinder getting a bunch of value there, keeping Bayonetta alive through the fire and the flames. And now we have 12-10, although basically 12-11. So level lead for Tickle Tassadar. They're stepped up. They're going to take away the Sapper Camp from Work Hard, Throw Hard, whilst Rainer is coming back from the dead. And yeah, Tickle Tassadar showing a lot of emphasis on this bottom lane. I like it. Their macro sense has gone pretty well, even if that last team fight, maybe didn't go quite the way they planned. The Haka uses his global, gets back up in time to catch this wave. Let's take a check-in on Nazebo's stacks. He's at 78, so halfway to level 20. He's a little less than halfway to 175. So we might not even be seeing a Vile Infection game from Nazebo. Which then makes you wonder why Nazebo got drafted at all. With Esmean still on the board, we'll see. Kimeyu says, I'm hoping Work Hard, Throw Hard can pull back and make it a tight game, but I do like TMT's draft a whole bunch more. Yeah, I think a lot of us probably feel the same way. Nice fight for Work Hard, Throw Hard, assuming to that pre-10 fight for them. It was good, but still 13 to a little less than 12 in favor of Tickle Tassadar. They've got their 13s online. Icy Veins just came online for Jaina. That's a huge damage ability. Gives her a lot of bursty sustained damage in fights. Look at this. This is a cheeky boss play from Work Hard, Throw Hard. They see that shrine in the bottom, and they say, we'll match you 4 for 4. Take this boss. And yeah, there's no way Work Hard, Throw Hard can make it here in time. They're going to chase off that Dahaka. Although Dahaka scouted it out, and look at this play. Tickle Tassadar says, you're all committed to boss. We're going to take your tower before we take this shrine. That's just excellent. Excellent shot calling. They take the fort. The bottom right light there on the altar shows up. Still, they'll be getting 5 shots instead of 4. And now they have a firm grip on the map. Nazebo up to 100 stacks. With still no 13s for Work Hard, Throw Hard. And they're kind of up a creek here. Looking a little short-handed as they wait. And it looks like there's just not a lot Work Hard, Throw Hard can do on the map to try to get back into this. They aren't even split one off to middle lane. I'd really like to see, I don't like this call with 4 defending bottom lane. You know, you should have 1 in mid trying to catch you 13 before you contest this. There's no sappers coming through. You aren't postured for a complete team fight. Unless you're really going to take it to him here. You're just agreeing with the status quo that Tickle Tassadar is up a level, and you're not going to do anything about it. Thirteens do arrive. But will they be in time for Work Hard, Throw Hard to contest this Sapper Camp? Looks like they aren't quite aware that it's happening. Joanna's split away from her team, but she has a fort there to keep her healed up. And now we might have a team fight brewing here in the bot lane. Nazebo's rotated to mid. He is within range, but he's stopped. He's just soaking. 3 altar phase coming up. 16's not yet online for Tickle Tassadar, but they're looking to score these sappers and get at least 1 of the shines, maybe even 2. Especially if they get 16 here. The Haka capturing sappers in the top lane. And these sappers, one's dropping low, but they're still 2 doing just fine. Oh my gosh. There goes Rainer, and now we have a 4v3 in the bottom lane. Kel'Thuzad's combo is down. It's not going to catch anyone. Nazebo's going to get the channel in the top right. But Dahaka should be uncontested in top left, assuming he zips on over there right now. Kerrigan's channeling the bottom, and we're about to go. Score is now 21 to 9. And times are getting dire here for Work Hard, Throw Hard, and I see a Phosmonaut in the chat that is viciously trolling. This must be a... That doesn't sound like something Phosmonaut would say. That sounds like a Crumbs kind of message. Kimeyu coming to the defense of Hots. There we go. That's the spirit. Shout out to my buddies, though. Phosmonaut, that's one of my buddies. We're having a Hots night after this. I'll be heading over there to play some Hots. Glad to have you guys tuned in, checking out the stream. Big wave getting delivered mid for Work Hard, Throw Hard. Looks like that's going to do some damage to the front wall. Dahaka is there in time to soak that experience, though. So not even a huge amount gained by doing that. Kel'Thuzad combo does not connect. Old Pro is just putting out the damage. CC in the back line. There's an aggressive power slide. Pushes Old Pro in back into the face melt. Kel'Thuzad has the combo ready to go. There's a Ring of Frost, though. Twilight Dream in response. Mosh Pit. Oh my gosh, lots of ults being used. Kerrigan gets blown away. Alex Chazo pops her Dragon form. There's the aggressive power slide forward from Mike Check, trying to push people away. Jaina gets blown up before the Lifebinder can connect. That's a long cooldown for Naught. Bickle gonna have to back on off there. 2 kills for none. Work Hard, Throw Hard. That's a fight that they'll be very happy with looking back. Looks like bottom is going to be taken back over, so now it is 3 altars left in the game rather than 2 if you're rooting for Tickle Me Tassadar. Single altar here about to spawn in 5 seconds, and this should go on over to Work Hard, Throw Hard. They got their 16s through, still waiting on Jaina to spawn, and she doesn't have a global, but she does have access to the tunnels. She'll be back into this fight, but not in time. Dr. Hots picks on up that altar, and now we have 17 to 9 in favor of Tickle Me Tassadar. And Work Hard, Throw Hard immediately moves on to their Sapper camp. Going to work on getting back control, maybe even an advantage in the bottom lane. Checking out the structure. Oh, an invade. Jonah stepped up. Isn't going to do much with that aggression. Although Dr. Hots caught forward. Kerrigan jumps forward. Isolation lands on the Malfurion. He gets blown away. Now we have a 5v4 for the next 45 seconds in favor of Tickle Me Tassadar. With that, I fully expect to see Tickle Me Tassadar try to take back this bottom lane, clear up these sappers, make sure they don't pose a threat to any structures. The Hako keeps soaking, trying to get them 20, but other than that, they'll be looking to take this bottom fort, grab back control of the map, make it a 2 altar game again, pardon me. Bickle playing extremely safe. He has full mana, full health. And not a whole ton of aggression there, pushing in, even with a man advantage. They're going to just play it safe, wait for 20, and try to win this in the long game. I wouldn't have minded seeing a bit more aggression out of them, but it's just fine. Hard to argue with a safe play when you're in the lead. Next altar is again going to be a single phase, again in the middle here. Dahaka has split lane pressure in the top lane. Looks like we have a fight brewing. It's a 5v4 until Dahaka shows up. Old Pro in deep. Has to pop his Iron Skin to get out of the Kel'Thuzad combo. Getting healed up by the Alex Shaza. He eats... There goes the Blessed Shield to get himself out. I'm going to get this Alex Shaza heal. He'll be just fine. But they did burn. Alts are 5-4 now in favor of Tickle Me Tassadar, or in favor of Work Hard, Throw Hard after that exchange. Are they going to be able to get the delay on Hashrain? Yes, they are. Old Pro sticks his face back in there again. Does have Iron Skin back up in time. But oh my gosh, so much damage from those spiders. 19-17. No 20s just yet. About a half level still for Tickle Me Tassadar. They've popped Dragon Queen. They're trying to move in here on Hashrain. And Hashrain going to get that channel through. We've got a close one on our hands. Notice Dahaka never showed up for that. And you might be wondering why. It's because he took that tower in the top lane. So even if Tickle Me Tassadar wasn't able to secure and hold control of the bottom, they still have a 4-2 advantage now in terms of structures on this map. And they're half a structure away. You know, a team fight could break this one wide open. Nazebo and Rainer have been sent top here to try to retake top shrine. While Joanna steps forward, she and the rest of the squad gonna put some damage out. Kel'Thuzad combo. Oh my gosh, see ya, Jaina. Jaina overstepped there and gets absolutely punished for it. Twilight Dream lands onto the two frontliners. There's a Blizzard come through on mic check. ETC, too squishy, is not going to be able to live through that. Kel'Thuzad trying again. There's a root onto Dahaka. Ringer Frost only catches the Rainer. It's a Jaina versus Rainer duel on the top there, while Kel'Thuzad and Kerrigan duel at the bottom. Rainer gets dropped low, but has Malfurion keeping him up. Kel'Thuzad wins the duel with Kerrigan, but he finds himself caught way too far in deep. The slow lands on Joanna. In the top lane, Zebo is going to be able to capture that top fort, and now the hunt is on for Kel'Thuzad. The jukes are real. Dahaka finally catches him out. Oh my gosh. Jaina getting dumpstered by the Rainer gets taken out. Root to separate, and now we have 3 dead on the side of Tickle Tassadar, but they have level 20, and only 2 dead on the side of Work Hard, Throw Hard. A single altar here. 4 to 2 in terms of structures. And 15 seconds to try to take back this bottom fort if you're Work Hard, Throw Hard. A lot of resources here. Oh my gosh, Dahaka gets caught too far forward, eats the root, is he able to burrow? He's going to step away. ETC still mounted, he's stepping forward. Looks like Alex Shaza will get this channel through, and it will be in time, I think. Yes, it was, just in time. 4 points of health left on the core if you Work Hard, Throw Hard. 20s on both sides. Oh my gosh, this is coming right down to the wire. But now Boss spells defeat and victory for the side of Tickle Tassadar, as well as just the next altar they channel. Work Hard, Throw Hard has their backs against the wall, but this certainly isn't unwinnable, although we have seen just a number of 1 altar phases here, so it's going to be especially hard for them, as next altar phase will probably, yes, it will definitely be 2 altars, the 2 top altars. Kel'Thuzad just barely misses with his combo. Dahaka gets rooted though, he gets chunked out. Lifebinder is popped in response, but that means Kerrigan doesn't get the Lifebinder. There's a Ringer Frost, lands on Nazebo and ETC. Dr. Haas getting dropped super low. Kerrigan Rainer is the next one to fall. There goes Dahaka. This is a bloodbath going back and forth. Joanna's indestructible, gets popped. She's running for her life. Gets healed up by the Kerrigan. But it was a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Work Hard, Throw Hard, and that's just what they needed. Although, with no shrine on the map, they aren't able to capture the altars, but they're positioning, they're looking at this boss, and they're going to, go ahead, step up, try to take this boss in the 45 seconds they have here, with a man advantage. Altars coming up in 25. Boss is starting to get dropped low. Joanna stepping forward aggressively. There's the Dragon Queen. This boss is super low. Is this going to end up getting given over? Kel'Thuzad getting comboed on. He's down to, he finally falls there. Jaina pops her ice block. Mike Check stepping forward. He lands the mosh pit on 2. There's no giant burst left from the Kel'Thuzad. He'd already fallen. There goes the Jaina in the fight. It's just a Dragon Queen and a Joanna here versus a Nazebo and a Dahaka. Nazebo and Malfurion, pardon me. They're going back and forth. Health bar dropping super low. They're slapping each other with noodles right now. Here comes the root again. This is a long-ass fight over this boss. Finally, heroes start to crumble, and it looks like, oh my gosh, just before the Dahaka shows up, Nazebo is able to finish it off before he falls. But it was all for naught. Kerrigan got the channel through, and there's GG. Game 1 goes over to Tickle Tassadar. Whew. The ending of that game was super intense. Excellently played by both sides. Tough one for Work Hard, Throw Hard, but Tickle Tassadar did the work. They earned the win in that game. They had firm macro control of that map, and they showed for it in terms of core health. In terms of individual play, Alex Straza slightly out-healing Malfurion, but that's not super surprising, given that they had slightly more kills. Dahaka doing lots of siege damage, as well as Nazebo. Dahaka slightly out-soaking Nazebo in terms of experience. And Joanna is the top hero damage for Tickle Tassadar. Old pro, putting up the numbers. You'd love to see it on the tank. Although that makes you kind of wonder, where were Kerrigan and Jaina? Stats don't always tell the whole story. Let's take a peek over here at the talents. Before we go to a quick break, I'm going to go grab another drink. You guys stick around. We will be right back. I'm going to find out from Work Hard, Throw Hard if they want map pick or hero pick. And yeah, stick around. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 will be coming at you real soon. Alrighty, and welcome back. We have game 2 on our hands. Remember, this is a best of 3 between Tickle Me Tassadar and Work Hard, Throw Hard. Work Hard, Throw Hard got defeated on the Towers of Doom, which was their map pick. They have taken map pick again, and they're going to Infernal Shrines this time. Last game, slightly one-sided in terms of Tickle Me Tassadar had control of Towers of Doom for the entire match. But very exciting final battle and some good team fights. Back and forth, kills were fairly even. I'm looking forward to another exciting match. Before we hop on in, just again, huge shout out to EO Heroes. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully you guys are excited. The teams are ready. I'm ready. And here comes game 2 coming at you from Infernal Shrines. Again, this was the map pick of Work Hard, Throw Hard. So that means Tickle Me Tassadar will have first pick again, and we'll see how they choose to draft this time. Work Hard, Throw Hard, in my opinion, kind of hamstrung themselves in draft the first game with a single frontliner and a Nazebo pick as their solo laner, which gave them a little bit less control of the front line in fights, and then just, Nazebo isn't really a super strong hero until level 20, at which point he becomes broken. And I don't recall, maybe Stream can remind me, but I don't know that Nazebo got fully stacked before the end of that game, being confined mostly to a solo lane for the first part of that game. But again, let me know, maybe I'm misremembering. I didn't pay super attention to it since the game's coming down to the line at the level 20 mark. Diablo ban again from Tickle Me Tassadar. Sticking to their guns, don't want to see the Lord of Terror, and I don't blame them. And now we have a Kerrigan ban. Now Work Hard, Throw Hard has remembered that Kerrigan has been reworked and is violently dangerous. They boot her from the game, and it seems like a good choice. So far, since the rework, every game on my stream that I've seen that's been a Kerrigan game, the Kerrigan has won. And then it's been Kerrigan bans from now on out, so I imagine it'll be similar tonight. Stukov ban again for Tickle Me Tassadar. They've got their sights set on exactly the heroes they don't want to see. And they're sticking to it. It worked in game 1. I expect them to keep doing it until they lose. The URL ban again from Work Hard, Throw Hard. This is a better URL map, so it makes sense to see that ban here. But again, we have Asmodan, Raynor, Genji, Phoenix, Whitemane, Tyrande, all kinds of crazy strong heroes. Hanzo, haven't even mentioned him yet. Kael'thas is good on this map. The draft is wide open, and even with 4 bans before hero drafts, it's pretty exciting. First pick is going to be the Jaina, and I think that's a very respectable first pick. Jaina has been, in my opinion, maybe the quintessential NGS assassin. She's got sustained damage and some burst. Bit of CC tacked on along with that, with all of her slows, and then later the roots, and Work Hard, Throw Hard, sticking to that Nazebo. Although they do pick up the Deckard this time before the ban phase. I'm not feeling it, I don't think the Nazebo was effective enough last game that it warranted being picked again. Joanna, however, very impactful hero. And this time they've gone with the Whitemane support, since that's not been banned out. So far, the draft of Tickle Me Tassadar looks real strong. If Deckard does hit a root, then Nazebo can follow that up with his Zambies, toss spiders, and you'll start having kind of a blender situation. But if that's not coming through, I don't see that Nazebo getting a whole ton of value this game. And yeah, I hate to harp on a hero pick, because, especially at the lower levels of HOTS, and pretty much any level of HOTS, honestly, it's, you should be playing the heroes that you're good at. So if you're great at Nazebo, and you're not so great at everyone else, play Nazebo. Don't let me bully you off of it. But, it's still something that needs kind of the right comp or the right situation, more so than just plug and play anywhere in the general case. Bans here are respect bans across the board. We've got the Dahaka and the Kel'Thuzad ban. I think both are warranted. And, Kel'Thuzad was the reason that Work Hard, Throw Hard was able to win a bunch of fights. the fights that they did win, you know, he was landing huge combos, just chunking, absolutely blowing away the Kerrigan or the Jaina. And Dahaka, like we said, soaked 25,000 experience last time. Stream is a little quiet, IMO, says Fosmonaut. I can give it a bump. Let's just go ahead and try that with about a 2 decibel boost. Let me know if that's enough. Also, my volume relative to the game volume, I'm curious about. All my audio settings got blown away in a recent computer crash, so flying by the seat of my pants here, yo. Let's see, we've got Sonya Maev and then Kael'thas Zul'jin. A Zul'jin, that's exciting. No Raynor this game. Not even banned. They wanted Zul'jin over Raynor. He'll be infinitely stacking. That's exciting. And Kael'thas is super cool in the, especially around the shrines. He's got a bunch of AoE abilities, both for picking up the skeletons and for putting out damage on the other team. But we should also mention that Sonya's hella sweet on the shrine. She's a great solo laner. She's a great bully in team fights, and on the shrine especially, she gets in the middle there and she just starts spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And she heals herself up and she does the damage, and it's real scary. And Joanna Sonya, excellent combo there. Jaina be following up on that, and then the Maev to be displacing people. It's another sweet draft from Tickle Tassadar. And again, I worry that with the Zul'jin, you really want to have a solid front line to put the Zul'jin behind so he can just hack away with the axes over the top. And your front line is ETC, who's kind of a squishy tank, and Nazeebo, who definitely not a tank, somewhat squishy. And I don't really foresee this Nazeebo or the Zul'jin getting super stacked this game, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Also, again, they've drafted Nazeebo as the solo laner, as far as I can tell. And I'm not a huge fan of that, because as Kimeyu talked about earlier, you'd really rather Nazeebo be rotating mid-bot, where he can get a bunch of stacks, be stacked through the roof, 20 comes online, he gets that Vile Infection, and he just starts chunking the crap out of people. And we're not going to have that. Anywho, on the left here, in the blue, we've got Tickle Tassadar, Bayonetta on the Maev, Shiba on the Jaina, Bickle on the White Mane, and Old Pro on the Joanna, with Serenian on the Sonya in the top lane there. And on the right in the red, we've got Work Hard, Throw Hard, down 1 game in this best of 3. On the verge of elimination from the playoffs, we got Mike Check on the ETC again, Sugundiz on the Zul'jin, Ashrain, on the Deckard, Dr. Hots on the Kael'thas, and Delita again on the Nazeebo. Sugundiz starting to pop out get a couple stacks there. I guess it's a little sad we don't have the individual stack numbers for Zul'jin, but we can still keep track. I think you divide the damage gained by 5 with the floor. So he's hit 5 auto attacks so far. For example, we have Jaina this time going with a little more standard build. Got the Globe Quest at 1. White Mane going with her out of combat healing build. Let's go TMT, says Quebeco. Help me out, bud. I'm not certain how to pronounce that. I'm going to go with Cubico. Yeah, it looks like Tickle Tassadar is slightly ahead in this rotation. Kimeyu says, okay, I missed the last half of towers. How'd it go? It was nifty. We Work Hard, Throw Hard was doing their best to come back into the game. It was down to like a 12-4 type score before a crazy battle, not unlike the encounter at Hanamura, if you guys ever saw that on the initial Hanamura map, that crazy fight that devolves into Abathurs slapping each other over the middle boss. So it was kind of like that, except then right after that was done, Tickle Tassadar just, instead of getting the boss, they just channeled an altar that popped up and won the game. In this game, with Sonya and Nazeebo in the top lane, that's going to be a fairly uneventful top lane, I think, unless we see ganks roving on up there. Kime, you calling out the Nazeebo in the solo lane? Yeah, I already talked about that, bud. Sounds like, well, I don't know with the 2 minutes where you are, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, remember I am on a 2-minute delay, so I do want to chat with you guys, but it's definitely a little awkward when I can and can't do it. Sukandese is working on getting stacked up. He's chunking out, getting his auto attacks in there. 4s are online for Tickle Tassadar. They've been a little ahead in the rotation so far, but Work Hard, Throw Hard did pick up a camp. Zul'jin's gone with Headhunter, which I think is a little ambitious. Given that you have a Joanna and a Sonya you have to chunk through. And I mean, to be frank, I don't know that they got that many kills last game, such that they can feel bold enough to go with the Zul'jin. With the kill quest, pardon me. But I could just be saying that because I'm partial to the auto attack build on the Zul'jin. I love the siege damage it brings to the table. Lets him just chunk out buildings and objectives like the Punisher. But again, you have an objective like the Punisher on this map. I think if there's a time to go the auto attack build, it's definitely something like this, where you're able to be hitting the front line of Sonya Joanna, and you want to have that extra damage for de-pushing the objective or sieging with it. It's got about 40 to auto attack so far. We have a 5v5 around this objective here. Kaza's pushing the middle lane. This objective has been started. Bayonetta and Old Pro are low. Zul'jin has depleted his own health, but that's going to be regenerating there as he gets the auto attack speed from his trait. Chunking out that Sonya now, and it looks like Tickle Tassadar are going to have to back off a little bit here. Excellent control of the shrine so far from Work Hard, Throw Hard. And that means they'll have an opportunity to set up the Deckard potions and really start establishing a hold here. ETC with an aggressive power slide. There's the Haradger Cube. Slows Old Pro. He's going to be rooted. Pops the Iron Skin. He's going to be able to back on out. And Zul'jin aggressively forward. No support with him, but he's still getting the damage in. He's up to 60 stacks and counting. Ashrain is running out of mana, though. He might have to go tap here soon. Joanna, the first of all in the fight. First Blood does go over to Work Hard, Throw Hard. And with that, it looks like Tickle Tassadar has deemed the health bars of Work Hard, Throw Hard high enough that they're just going to back off. Soak other parts of the map. This Kaza camp in the mid lane, getting a little damage on the gate. First Punisher of the game, going to go over to Work Hard, Throw Hard with that excellent Shrine fight. Kael'thas is going to back off. I don't know. He does have Mana Addict. I feel like he probably could have stuck around if he'd wanted to. Instead, he's going to take it to safe. Zebo going to be stacking in the off lane. Bickle getting dropped super low. Zul'jin able to finish that off. There's a stack. He's got 2 stacks of Headhunter so far. I can't see exactly whom he's killed. Who? He. I think it's whom. I don't know. You think I should know that, but so, that's a hard one. I think it's whom he's killed. Anywho, enough of the English lesson. Or English wrongdoing. I'm a software engineer. Sue me. We have level 7 on both sides. Zul'jin sticking with sort of a mage type build. He's got the infinitely stacking the Arcanet axes. He's got Voodoo Shuffle to remove roots from the white main. And potentially the Jaina, I guess. And slows from the Jaina. Like that pickup. Mic check. Excellently anchoring the bush here. As Work Hard, Throw Hard. Picking up their Khazar camp. Yeah, Old Pro getting chunked out there by the Zul'jin. Zul'jin up to 90 stacks, but he's getting bullied on by the Maiev. Maiev is able to finish off the Kael'thas there. And working on getting out. ETC is blinded. The scroll ceiling does not land. Kubiko says, why do they go double mage and Zul into a Joe? Naz versus Sonya solo. Naz versus Sonya solo is probably pretty fine. I mean, you're going to run out of mana as the Naz. There's Bickle getting chunked out. Zul'jin stepping up. He's not able to get the finishing touches on it, though. Now he's blinded by the Joanna. He'll run out of mana, but other than that, it's a fairly even line matchup. He's got the spiders to deal with her as she chunks into his stuff, and then he's got the wave clear between the toads and the zombie wall. I can't super hate on it. Sonya is pushing with a shaman camp, though. Well, in the bottom lane, Tickle Tassadar having to de-push, Work Hard, Throw Hard's siege into the fort. Yeah, we've got a lull here, but both teams are coming up on 10s. Yeah, we'll see that mosh pit again from the ETC, probably be used to try to control the Maiev Sonya combo. But there's a lot of interrupts on the side. They've got Blessed Shield, they've got, well, I guess it's mostly just Blessed Shield to interrupt the mosh pit. Mosh pit is online. Looks like he's not going to pop it just for the Joanna. We've got Scarlet Aegis. Oh no, that's Divine Reckoning. I apologize. Divine Reckoning, Leap, Warden's Cage, Blessed Shield, and the Ring of Frost for the side of Tickle Me Tassadar. And then Stay a While and Listen, Mosh Pit in Gargantuan, Phoenix, and Guillotine on the side of Work Hard, Throw Hard. Shaman Camp going to be picked up to get some off-lane pressure by Work Hard, Throw Hard. I like that macro decision. And the Shrine is online. Lanes are relatively equal, aside from the Shaman Camp pushing in the top lane. Things are relatively quiet. Zul'jin still working on his stacking. He's getting pretty close. A lot of stacks being given away by that front line of Joanna and Sonya. And he's just been positioned aggressively and not being punished for it. He hasn't died yet. Excellent job by this Zul'jin player, Sugandiz. Oh, god dang it. I just figured out his name. Meanwhile, in the back line, ETC Power Fizasaur takes care of the white main. Kael'thas gets traded off. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Now the Zebo gets blendered in the middle. ETC has the mosh pit go off, but Sugandiz is what I'm going to call him, is having to back off. Joanna chasing him on out of there. ETC falls in the fray, and it's a 4. There goes Kane. 4-for-1 trade. Tickle Me Tassadar excellently cleaning up that fight. It was real close in skulls up to that point. And, excellent coordination there. Tickle Me Tassadar sustains through, even with losing their white main. Takes the fight. They're going to get this second Punisher of the game. And that should take middle fort. Oh, Guillotine just barely misses Bayonetta there. Here comes this frozen Punisher down the mid lane. So you're going to be soaking up experience in the top lane, trying to win the race to 30. There's Zul'jin baiting the Punisher over the wall. It's chunking him out. He's down about half health, but that just means he can deal more damage to the Punisher. He avoids the roots, steps back up, keeps pooping on it. Punisher jumps on Mike Check this time. He's going to be just fine. He's a tank. And yeah, front wall and a little bit of fort health is all that goes over. But with that too, with the Sonya being able to soak in the off lane, and 5 members devoted to de-pushing the Punisher, now we have a 13 to 12 advantage for Tickle Me Tassadar. Sonya anchoring the aggressive bush excellently. Catches Mike Check in rotation. There's a root out from the white main. Ooh, Guillotine dropping Pickle low. There's a power slide. He gets a living bomb. There's a Blessed Shield in response. There's a Ring of Frost. White main gets taken out. There's a... Oh my gosh, it's a bloodbath. 3 members total down. Deckard is able to get on out. Disengages after the Stay a while and listen. Oh my gosh, re-engage though. May have pops the bouncy castle. There's a blender going on. Sonya is slicing everyone in range, and there goes Zul'jin. His first death of the game. And an excellent short-handed fight there by Tickle Me Tassadar, though they saw them to Zebo in the top lane, and by taking that fight, they chose to give over the top fort. First structure of the game goes over to Work Hard, Throw Hard. That gets them their 13s. Deckard has gone Potion of Revival. I don't get that. I don't usually see that talent taken, and their team doesn't exactly feel like a team that's going to be super grouped up to be benefiting from that. You know, if I saw that with like an Emerald and a very divey team, maybe I get it. But this doesn't really make sense to me. I'm not going to lie. I guess maybe the thought is with a dedicated area to be fighting like the Shines, they'll maybe get some value, but I don't know. The splash healing, I think I'd rather have super potions. Or I think mana potions are that tier 2, right? Like, even that seems better. Kimeyu says, wow, I thought with an early white main kill, Work Hard, Throw Hard could have maybe taken that fight. And yeah, I thought so too. But Tickle Me Tassadar, excellent job turning into that fight. Really turned that around. Zul'jin is fully stacked, and I guess I can probably use the tab screen to see exactly how many stats he's at. From this point, there's a Guillotine out. Does not catch the Jaina. Next time we have a lull in the action, we can take a peek in at exactly how many stacks he has, and then those of you that are excited can maybe count them on your fingers and toes as he keeps going. A lot of Merc camps up and available, looks like, in the mid lane. Nazeebo's going to try to depush this Khazar camp, and other than that, in the bottom lane here, Nazeebo getting a lot of stacks on his twin blades there, chunking out Old Pro. There's the bouncy castle. There's into the Ring of Frost. Catches 3. Leap in, keeps the CC chain up, and there go 3 members of Work Hard, Throw Hard for just the Jaina on the side of Tickle Tassadar. 1 for 3. Right before Shrine hits. Here's 16s online. And I think that's really damning if you're Work Hard, Throw Hard. That's a tough place to be. Zul'jin trying to poke away while he can. But he's about reached the limit of what he's going to be able to do. Oh my gosh, here comes Maiev. She gets a Tever. And there goes Zul'jin. He's down. Nazeebo. Zelila is running for her life and is going to be able to make it out. Yeah, Shrine Control is heavily in favor of Tickle Tassadar. They're going to take this. They're going to take all of bottom fort with us, and potentially more, since Zul'jin won't be up for another, 10 seconds, and it'll be 10 seconds for him to walk here. So I guess he will technically be up in time for the Punisher to be on the fort, maybe. But there's also level 16 Punisher with not a wall in front of it. It's just going to be, and it's an Arcane Punisher, one of the strongest Punishers. This fort is pretty doomed, in my opinion. Looks like Work Hard, Throw Hard know that. They're playing passively. They're going to depush the Sonya in the mid with Nazeebo. The other 4 members here waiting to meet the Punisher at the wall. Probably use that. I don't know. We'll see who chooses to bait it over. Nazeebo stuff, or Zul'jin stuffs forward, gets some stacks out. Here comes a 75% health Punisher. Blizzard onto the wall, jumps over the wall, gets onto the ETC, and punching him down. He's still got 3,000 some health to give. Wall is falling rapidly, but so is the Punisher. It's down to 33% health, and it looks like Tickle Tassadar, content with just the wall, doesn't follow up super hard on the John Cena engage, and they're going to back off. Sonya's going to catch up top, and the rest of Tickle Tassadar, are they going to stop at this Merc camp? Yes, they are. Joanna anchoring the bush. Excellent positioning. Sees Work Hard, Throw Hard coming, and oh, she's stayed a little long. Is she going to get caught in there? She's hoping for a team to come turn. They aren't in communication right away. She's already popped Iron Skin, I think, in lots of hope. She gets rooted in the Phoenix. There's Guillotine, and see ya, Joanna. TMT has some scary combos. Agreed, Tick, but also Work Hard, Throw Hard. When that Guillotine lands, that's a lot of damage. Camp cleared up for free. And that was an opening that's going to greatly benefit Work Hard, Throw Hard here. They'll have advantage on the map to do what they want, namely depush bottom. Looks like Nazeebo's going to voyage on top here to slow down this Sonya that's trying to shove in the top lane. Looks like he won't be able to stop her from taking the wall, but will be able to deter her from the rest of that. Khazar camps picked up in the mid lane by Tickle Tassadar. But they won't have a Joanna for another 20 seconds, and I kind of expect them to be making themselves scarce. Well, Work Hard, Throw Hard, smelling blood in the water, going to be stepping forward aggressively on the Shaman camp. They're a little split. They haven't shown themselves yet, and Sonya, heads up, girl. Is she going to be able to make it out? Power slide not going to come through. Bickle taking an aggressive rotation. What's going to happen here? There's the leap, there's the bouncy castle, there's the Ring of Frost. It only catches Deckard Cain, but Zul'jin is the first to fall, and now, oh my gosh, it's a blender. See ya, ETC, see ya, Kael'thas. Deckard Cain has fallen, and there goes Nazeebo, and it's a 5-man team wipe. Excellently executed combo by TMT. There's Kime Yu's prediction of the destructive combos from Tassadar, Tickle Tassadar, coming to life again. And here comes Tickle Tassadar making a beeline. They're going to take some structures with the 30-second advantage they have. They've got a Shaman camp pushing uncontested in the top lane, and they're going to absolutely take this keep front wall and probably more. Sonya catching Soak in the bottom. They've reached 20. They have the Ariat Crater, Shadow Orb Huntress, Ice Blink, Whitemane, and Joanna there's the Indestructible. Yeah, Work Hard, Throw Hard, just respawning now. Even with the 20 advantage, looks like, well, I thought Work Hard, Throw Hard was going to play safe, and then they fed over the Joanna. She stuck around a little too long. And I gotta say, they've, a couple times now maybe played safe to a fault in this game and last game. When you had advantage, like level 20 advantage, and you had 5 people there, I'd love to see them make a stand and stay in formation and play aggressively on that keep. Instead, they kind of played passively. Not everybody felt the same way. Jaina got caught forward. She got deleted, and now they have to sit there short-handed for 30 more seconds. And to add insult to injury, this is the top lane where the Punisher is going to be. They don't have a fort in the way. This Punisher could very well go keep, absolutely take top keep, and even the game if they aren't careful. Took me Tassadar. I'd love to see them. Here's what I do. If I'm shot calling this game, Tickle Me Tassadar immediately sends 4 people bot lane, and they try to take this bottom keep. Make work hard, throw hard, take longer on the top fort. Make them send people away from their potential victory lane. Because you can't contest them. You can't step into this 4v5. And they've kind of done that. They've got Sonya in the bot lane. Nazebo's headed back to contest her, but he might be too late. This fort is already down to 33% health, and it's going to go ahead and fall. Nazebo's zombie wall, real slow, is not in time. So yeah, I think maybe not an ideal choice by Tickle Me Tassadar, but now they do have 5 up. Joanna in the front line still looks like she might be able to get away. Although there comes a power slide. There's the Iron Skin. She pops Divine Shield, or Blessed Shield in response. There's the Bouncy Castle. Decor is going to stay a while and listen. And between the Punisher and, oh my gosh, people are... How did that even happen? Jesus, you blinked and you missed it. 4 heroes have died on the side of work hard, throw hard. And now it's just the Punisher. Nazebo not with the team. And an excellent fight taken there by Tickle Me Tassadar in terms of their execution. Maybe not strategically, but they've protected almost the entirety of the keep front wall. And they did that on the backs of their 20s. Also, in case you weren't watching the mini-map, we already have Sonya on the core. And she's just waiting for her pals to show up. She's traded some of her health and depleted the shield a bit, but the shield's going to start coming back up. We'll see where she chooses to go next. She's keeping this wave pushing, while the rest of her team looks like they have their sights set on mid-keep. Iron Skin is popped. There's the Blessed Shield. They're starting to put the damage. Oh my gosh, there's the Leap and Crater. Nazebo, see ya, bud. He'll be sitting this one out for 6 seconds. Or 60 seconds. There's the Mosh Pit. Cleanse comes through on the Joanna. She's getting chunked out. She's got the Living Bomb on her, but she still does have Indestructible available. Mid-keep did not fall quite yet. There it finally goes. And we still have a 5v4. I'm going to get these talents out of the way so we can see all the destruction in its full glory. Looks like Tickle Me Tassadar is happy with their macro advantage this time. They're going to go ahead, back off, keep playing it safe. That's been their MO this entire series. Again, whether or not it's right, it's not... I'm not calling the shots for that team. But I feel like, again, you have a 5v4. You've got catapults coming. This is a fight you maybe want to take. Instead, they're going to turn everything on the map blue. They're picking up the Khazar camps in mid and bottom. Next, they'll probably be rumbling over to their Shaman camp. And kills are 21-8 in their favor. They've been winning pretty much every fight this game. I don't know. Like I said, a bit disappointed they aren't taking the opportunity to step up and just win this game. Although maybe they've decided now's the time. They've got 5 people to... well, it's a 5v5, but they have Khazar camps and catapult pushing now. Why step up now? Why not do this when you had the 5 versus 4 advantage? Pardon me. I am running out of saliva. Kime, you point out that Nazebo doesn't have his level 1... well, at the time he didn't have his level 1 quest. He does now. There's the Leap. There's the Crater. White Man is the first to fall. Now Zul'jin and Nazebo have fallen. There's Stay a While and Listen from the Deckard Cain. Maiev getting chunked out by the core. He's trying to jump. A Living Bomb still on her. She gets blown away before she can blink. And now Jaina going to fall. And it's a 2 for 2 so far. But Sheba down to 70 health and falling. Oh, she turns. Puts a bunch of damage on the Deckard Cain. He's able to heal himself up. Living Bomb. See you, Jaina. Interrupt on the ETC's Mosh Pit. He gets cleaned up. And now we have 2 tanks left alive on Tickle Me Tassadar, while we have a mage and a healer on the side of Work Hard, Throw Hard. Catapults on the core. They're starting to chunk away at that shield. Oh my gosh. Sonya steps up. She's blending Dr. Hotz. He has to pop his level 1 shield. Maybe should have done that a little sooner. Oh my gosh, there's a leap. Doesn't quite catch Dr. Hotz, but Deckard Cain is stuck in there. See a Kael'thas. Blessed Shield comes out. CC in a bit, and now the core shields are in danger. There are 5 catapults just absolutely chunking on the core, and there goes the core's health. Game 2 and the series go on over to Tickle Me Tassadar. The end wasn't necessarily inevitable, but it was another game where Tickle Me Tassadar was in control of the majority of the game and just kind of took their time finishing it. An excellent series, though, by both teams. I mean, shout out to both. Asking Bickle, the captain of Tickle Me Tassadar, if they want to send one for an interview. And yeah, looking at the stats here, White Mane only 30,000 healing. I wonder if Bickles maybe new on White Mane or just wasn't quite able to get in position, kept getting blown up. I'm not really sure. But certainly not the 70,000 that Deckard put through. But other than that, Jaina putting out a bunch of damage this game. Maybe the damage numbers making a little more sense, though Joanna still putting out a lot of hero damage. And just excellent coordination. 25 kills to 11 speaks a lot to you. Tickle Me Tassadar working together, getting the kills, and they won a lot of fights, and that's why they won the game. They didn't have some kind of overwhelming macro pressure that really forced bad fights out of work hard, throw hard. They just were better in execution in team fights, in my opinion. Here's some talents for you, and I'm going to go hop on over into Discord and grab someone for this interview. Let's see what's up here. And we do have Bickle here for an interview. Let me unmute you 1 second. Alright, now your mic is hot. How you feeling, bud?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, that was an exciting series. You guys looked fairly dominant. For as exciting as some of the conclusions of those games were, you guys had a firm grip on them. How are you guys feeling, though?
Felt pretty good. Some moments, especially in Game 2, where we felt we had a few misplays that pushed us a bit farther than we would have liked to be, but I think we got a good grasp of it and came back in a way we were happy about.
Yeah, so I guess, first of all, looking forward to the next match. What do you think is like the maybe most important thing for you guys to work on?
Just keep making sure we have that synergy, and we're going to be very closely watching tomorrow's game between Sidestep and Psychoswarm as we play winner.
Yeah, I believe that's the one that's going to be on my channel tomorrow night, so I'll be excited to have you guys.
And I will be right back here watching.
Excellent. And yeah, I guess let me talk about Game 2 since that's fresh in my mind right now. But first question, White Mane, have you played a lot of White Mane, or was that maybe a less comfortable hero for you?
White Mane, play it a bit when it seems to fit into the comp. It's not my most comfortable hero, but it's what seemed to fit the map the best with what we went with.
Mm-hmm.
And I did end up changing up what I usually go on 10. I usually go the Aegis for the extra armor and the heal.
Mm-hmm.
But we felt it was just a time of combo everything together, blow them up. So that's why we went with more of a Divine Reckoning into a Warden's Cage with a leap, that sort of style.
Yeah, and it seemed to pay off. Even though you died 4 times in the fights, your team, even sometimes where I felt maybe you were behind in the fight or shorthanded, you really fought well and took the fights pretty handily. Would you say in general that tends to be one of your strengths is team fights, or is that just this game happened to work out that way?
I think in general that does tend to be one of our strengths, and in this game and in quite a few others, team, you know what I'm talking about. Thanks for the carry. I know it's pretty dead weight in that game, but thank you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, again, congratulations on your victory. I'm sure you guys are excited to be moving forward. Game 1 was on Towers of Doom, and I want to just know, like, what were comms like in that last fight, where you guys, you were handily in control of the macro game. You had only four. They only had 4 points left of health in their core, but you had kind of that. I don't know if you saw that video. That was the encounter at Hanamura, where they had that crazy fight on the original Hanamura stage, where the two Abathurs ended up slap. Oh my gosh! Well, the final fight reminded me a lot of that. Tell me how were the comms during that last fight?
It was me and Johanna screaming. Argina at one point was screaming, heal me," as I was in a mosh pit. And luckily, I got a life binder off onto Johanna to keep us there a bit longer. We both did end up dying to the Nazebo, but we bought enough time for, I think it was Kerrigan, to grab that top shrine, which secured the game. And we felt, even though we were down one going into that fight, I think it was a 3v4, that we felt we had enough sustain to be able to fight over that sort of point and just buy time.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, maybe I'm thinking of a different fight, but I thought Kerrigan was maybe the first to die in that fight, and then she respawned and came and got the altar.
Yeah, Kerrigan, I think Kerrigan got picked in a bottom fight, which gave them a... I think there was a fight down bottom. It was Kerrigan and Dahaka got picked on our side, and I think we got Kilthuzal on their side, so they ran up to boss with the man advantage.
Yeah.
And then Jaina, Johanna, and Alex went in for the fight. ETC had a 2-man mosh after I had popped Dragon, and that ended up taking down Jaina, who was outside of it, dying from gazebo damage. But with the damage Jaina was able to put out and sustain from Johanna and hammers, which got massive value, we were able to chunk most of them down and even keep Nazebo low enough, even though we both ended up dying in the end.
Yeah, and you guys banned Kel'Thuzad game 2, right?
Yes, we did not want to deal with that again.
Yeah, I can't say I blame you. The fights they won in game 1 were definitely on the back of a crazy Kel'Thuzad combo that just
it was insane.
Yeah, he looked good on that. Kudos to you.
Very
I thought
so.
it looked like you guys came in, having scouted them out fairly well. And then with the respect bans in game 2, it looked like your drafting was solid. I think I remarked on it both times. If you watched the VOD back, it was like, yeah, you look confident in the draft. It looked like you were getting mostly the things you wanted. Did you feel similarly?
We were very happy with how the draft ended up going for us. We did expect going into game 1 when we gave them map pick. We were expecting towers.
Mm-hmm.
It's our most played map, and they were undefeated on the map. So we were prepared going in. We had comps in mind of, okay, if they ban, basically we had 3 heroes that were like, okay, these are the 3 we want. If we can definitely get one of them, because if they ban 2, we just take the other.
Yeah.
And it ended up working for us, and we got, I'd say, a majority of what we wanted. Some things didn't work out in the end, but we're still very happy with the draft and how the game ended up coming out.
Is Kogi Days someone that you guys know? I'm confused what's happening here in my chat. Someone says, laughing my ass off, I just died to poison while my Alex was having a dance party. I see.
Kogi's Shiba. She's our Jaina.
Gotcha. Yeah. Pray for support. Anywho, before I let you go, do you have any last words you want to give, or shout outs, or if anybody streams, let me know where we can find you guys.
Definitely. No one on our side really streams. I do co-cast occasionally, so I may be out throughout the playoffs, popping in and out in some places. Biggest shout out goes to you. Thank you so much for the cast. It's wonderful to have these VODs and just be able to go back and watch it.
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to Work Hard, Throw Hard. You guys played great. Some fun games. Hope to see you guys around. And big shout out to my team. Nikki, you've been filling in a lot for us recently. I know you didn't end up playing tonight, but thank you so much for subbing in and for being a great part of the team. Shiba, you're a monster. I don't know what else to say. Serenian, fantastic offlaner. Bayo's coming in clutch as usual. And Old Pro Man, it's great to have you back.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, and best luck moving forward.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, that was Bickle from Tickle Tassadar, and thank you everyone so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. That was a fun series to watch. 2-0 in favor of Tickle Tassadar. I will be throwing you guys over to another NGS cast as soon as I find you one, assuming one is still going on. Before you go, just make sure if you're enjoying it, there will be more there will be more NGS playoff action coming at you from my stream, and that's pretty much the only thing that I stream is NGS Heroes of the Storm, at least for now. So yeah, follow so you see when that's live. Shoot me a subscribe or whatever else if you really liked it. And thank you so much for watching. Take care and have a good night.